When it comes to bounty hunts in Red Dead Online, you'll typically hear that Etta Doyle pays out the best, and while she is the easiest bounty to capture because of the method that players can use to cheese the mission itself, did you know that there's actually a bounty in the game that pays even more? Rockstar added new payout changes to the most profitable mission, and I think that players are really going to enjoy earning their completion rewards now that these changes have taken effect. With the Christmas update and December event to Red Dead Online this month, Rockstar changed the legendary and infamous bounty payouts for gold, money, and XP, and they are tripling the rewards all month long. And so today, I figured it was the perfect time to jump in with a really fun live gameplay of this mission so we can see just how much money and gold that we can make. I appreciate all the support recently on the live gameplays that I post, and so if there's any major changes to missions or activity payouts, or if there's just missions or content that you want to see me play live here on the channel, then definitely let me know in those comments. There's a few strategies and tips that I have to make this mission as easy and enjoyable as possible for you as well. So let's get into it, shall we? If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So as we jump in, what exactly is this most profitable legendary bounty? Because everyone thinks it's Etta Doyle, and like I said in the intro, while she is the easiest bounty to capture and probably the easiest legendary bounty to play, the most profitable is in fact Red Ben Clemson. As long as you're on the tier 5 or 5-star difficulty, we're gonna start it right up and you're gonna see exactly how much money we make in this mission. It's pretty insane. So one of the first things you want to do, of course, when you start this mission, as you know, I'm always doing this. I'm always taking a potent health cure right off the bat. I'm always taking a minty big game. Those are two very important things here. So we're going to take that potent health cure. We're going to take that minty big game. And there you go. So that's basically all you need to start this mission. And it's interesting, it spawned me facing the east this time. Usually it spawns me facing the west. I actually have never seen this approach before, but the train is going to spawn in one of two locations. It's either going to spawn right here, or it's going to spawn a little bit down here by Benedict Point, and that's where you're going to find Red Ben. You can go to that contact like it tells you, but I strongly recommend you don't do that, just because of the fact that you're not getting anything out of it. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to start this mission, and you're going to go to the contact. He's going to reveal to you the location of the train, but what's going to happen is at the end of the mission, the game is going to take a cut, or that contact that you're going to is going to take a cut of your payout when you bring Red Ben and his 2 accomplices in, either alive or dead. And so you're going to be making less money for the mission. So immediately I'm going to run west, and I'm going to check if the train is over here. So let's see if I would probably see it by now. Yeah, I just straight up don't see it over here, so it's probably in this other location over here. No, and I could see it just ahead of me here. We're about to approach Benedict Point. The first thing you want to do, I would strongly recommend you approach the back of the train, the rear end, the caboose, whatever you want to call it. This isn't really a caboose, it's just a flatbed right here. But the first thing you're going to do is just take out these couple enemies, and immediately everyone's going to start shooting at you. But you're just going to want to hop on the back of the train. If you take a little bit of time, you'll notice that there are a couple enemies on horseback that start chasing after you. First reactions to, a lot of players will typically try and just stop the train right away. I strongly recommend you don't do that. I used to be one of those players who did it because I thought it actually helped, but I found recently that it's not helpful. The best strategy, in my opinion, would be to just go to the back of the train, start shooting these enemies, and work your way to the front. Just because these enemies don't spawn infinitely, so there will be an end to them spawning. And if you stop the train, all these enemies that are on horseback that try and chase you down, they're, you know, when you stop the train, you're just going to be a still target. You're not going to be moving. Whereas now you could see they have to chase you down. They're having trouble hitting you because you're able to take cover on the train, things like that. If you slow down, all these enemies are going to swarm you. You're going to get swarmed way too easily, and that's going to cause you to use more ammo, use more tonics, and probably risk dying more than just working your way up the train like this. The hard part, or the challenge with this strategy of working your way up each train car, is the fact that you really need to pay attention for who your bounty targets are. You don't want to kill them by accident here, so you want to use Eagle Eye, make sure that you see them and you're not accidentally shooting them. And that's definitely one thing that I struggle with most, but it's honestly not that bad at the end of the day. Like, you're not gonna have too much trouble, but that's just why you want to take cover here. You want to take your tonics if you can. My guy can hopefully take a tonic. And here we go. Let's continue onwards. Let's try and shoot everyone here that we possibly can, just so we don't have as much issue working our way up the train car. There's gonna be a couple more here. We already have 2 of the targets. The other is going to be just at the front of the train. As you can see, we have their location here. And we will kill you. If I can get you. There we go. Let's take you out, good sir. I really want to turn the music on. I forgot to turn the music on for this mission, so I think I'll just have to put in my own music afterward. I want to do a couple more things. I'm going to hop back up here just to take these enemies out. Usually I can... I'm trying to be as careful as possible to just show you what it's like actually playing with this strategy. You can probably barrel roll through these guys, but what I find happens a lot of that time is I accidentally kill the bounty targets, and that's clearly not what you want to do. So we're going to make sure we can be very careful shooting these people. Oh, he took cover. That's okay, though. Nope, we don't want to shoot Red Ben. We want to shoot this guy. Oh, my God. No! I'm taking so many tonics, which seems like unnecessarily, but you will see why this is necessary in a second. This guy's going to double barrel shotgun me in the face. I better watch out. Oh, my God. Oh, these guys are getting whacked on their horses over here. You see them just, like, falling all over the place. That's crazy. All right, we're good with you. We're gonna tackle you, my friend. I can't tell if this is a visual glitch with my tonic or not. I'm not actually too sure. We're gonna find out in a second. I'm just gonna take one more just to be safe. Okay, yeah, we're fully tonicked up, but the visual glitch is where you just like literally can't see your tonic health. So that's quite frustrating. This is the last target here, the last Red Ben bounty target. And now, once you have all 3 bounties captured, that's when you approach the front of the train, and that's when you'll be vibing out. So we just want to work our way up here. Be careful not to die. You can execute these enemies, have fun, do basically whatever you want. I like working my way up with sidearms. You know, you got some revolvers. Use your Deadeye. Just enjoy. Bam. Goodbye. Because now you can just run through these guys like an absolute madman. Not worry about... I mean, you should probably worry about taking damage, right? But you don't really have to be too sketchy about it, because you're not trying to avoid getting killed and trying to not kill the bounty targets at the same time. That's probably the most frustrating thing about this. We're actually in a pretty good spot too with the train. I just want to move these enemies up to this other train car so that when I call the bounty wagon, they're not in like a super obnoxious spot. I want to have the bounty wagon right where these enemies are going to be. And I think this is going to be the perfect location for them. So now next up, I'm going to go down here to my stables, vehicles. You could do this mission solo without calling a bounty wagon, but I think you're going to have a lot more trouble trying to do it, just in my opinion. And as you can see right now, even this... Ooh, I really got to be careful here. I'm getting hit a lot. Usually you go through this. I'm trying to showcase the mission as much as possible. You don't have to take this much damage. These guys are literally just chilling on the roof. Hello, sirs. Goodbye. And goodbye. So while we wait for this bounty wagon to get to us, we're just gonna kill these last few enemies. These guys should stop spawning pretty soon. Did our bounty wagon go all the way up here? Is it on the way? I can't tell. It looks like... Oh, it stopped all the way up there. Okay, so we do need to bring it back. So we might as well run over. We're gonna need to jump out of cover here for a little bit. We'll kill these enemies. Not too big of a deal while we work our way up. I just want to be careful that I don't lose the targets, because sometimes if you get too far away, they break out, and that is actually how you lose bounty targets in this game. So that is just one thing to keep in mind. This bounty wagon spawned so far away from me, man. Clemson's almost gone. I really hope I don't lose him here. That would be really unfortunate, because we are getting very far away. Bounty's almost... Okay, I'm gonna try it. I gotta turn this. Oh, baby, this is not good. Sometimes the game just tells you that they're not actually running away, but since I'm in the middle of recording, I just don't want to deal with it, right? Okay, it looks like they're fine. They're still on the train. Sometimes you have it where these, if you get too far, the bounty targets will escape. Despite the fact that they're hogtied, it just seems like they break out. So you just got to be mindful of that. I guess that wasn't too far away, but I can never tell because the game will tell you they're escaping when you get too far away. And then you're like, okay, well, you know, it's not like a bug, but it's just the game telling you something. Like, it's giving you wrong intel, wrong information. Oh, see, he's out of the lasso. He actually broke out of our lasso. So that's what happens. These guys will break out of their lasso and they won't run away. They're programmed to stay on the train, but you just got to be careful that you don't get too far away, because when you get further than that distance where in a normal free roam bounty they would escape, then you'll just fail the mission. You won't be able to like control your character, and you'll be like, oh crap, I failed. And that's exactly what's happened to me a couple times. So you just want to be careful about it. These guys should be okay. They're still hogtied, so we're all good. We're gonna put you on the train, and then we will finish this by putting Red Ben Clemson on the train as well. We're at about 10 minutes for this bounty so far, so honestly not too bad in my opinion. But to get the absolute max payout, I do want to wait until the 30-minute mark just so you can see how much money you're making with these triple rewards, because it's honestly pretty insane in my opinion. Let's put this last bounty on the train. This is Red Ben. I can't tell if I think he's still hogtied. He seems to be. Yep, he is. Okay, so we're all good. And also, in case if you're running out of tonics, there's a bunch of potent health cures on this train that you can grab, like that one right there. Some of them are potent miracle cures, so if you're in need of those, then you know, you have those, you're good to go. But let's load Red Ben Clemson up and let's drive him over to the jail. Sometimes you get extra enemies that spawn. I noticed that if you just kind of hang around on the wagon, more enemies will swarm you, but if you try and drive right back to the jail with your bounty wagon, only a few enemies will come after you and try and actually kill you. I don't actually know how far we are either. Okay, we're actually not too far away. We're right by Rathskeller Fork, so we're not too far away from the Tumbleweed Jail, and we should be good to go for this mission. So about another 18 minutes later, we're at the end of this mission, and we are going to turn in these 3 bounties. Red Ben and his 2 accomplices, all 3 are alive. We are playing on 5-star, or what I like to call a tier 5 legendary bounty difficulty. This is going to get us the absolute maximum payout, and with triple gold and triple money, we're going to be getting so much money, and of course triple XP, which is nice, you know, triple the leveling XP. We're going to be getting 1.44 gold bars, and you'll see in just a second how much money we're actually going to be making. It's pretty intense. Now we're back in the free roam. Let's see just how much we are making. It's going to be good. $675, a 1.44 gold bars, and 4,500 XP. So you're making so much. And the important thing here is if you play this with some extra friends, this is solo, by the way. If you play this with some extra friends, you can actually make even more money than this, which is kind of insane. The base payout for this top tier legendary bounty is going to be the same as ADIOS. It's going to be the same as Virgil Edwards, Carmelo Montez, etc. But having multiple players in the Red Ben Clemson legendary bounty actually is going to edge out the other top tier bounties just by a little bit, just because of the fact that you get that multiple player bonus. So it's actually pretty insane here. So with that bounty captured and an extra 1.44 gold bars and $675 in our pocket, I figure this is a good place to wrap up. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, so we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.